Hello and welcome back. My name is Tynique, and I just want to let you know that your identity and your spouse's identity is what Satan has been afraid of. See, Satan thought he was getting away with a lot, but that was because you or your spouse was not in your true identity, or maybe your spouse wasn't. But now we're going to see a change. We talked about in our June word, this is the month of celebration. Everything you need to know about Prophetic Diary is down in the description box. How to sign up for that one-on-one encouragement call with myself. Out of obedience, I dropped my prices for the month of June, and I would love to talk to you. Let's get that business started. Let's talk about your kingdom marriage. Let's talk about your journey. Let's talk about your past. Sign up for that one-on-one encouragement call. You will not be disappointed. Don't wait any longer. This Sunday in the PD Society Circle, we're going to be talking about those places in your life that seems like there's been a famine, barrenness, right? You're just like, Tiny, I can't get past this point. No matter what I try, no matter what I do, I just can't get over this hump. Let's talk about barrenness this Sunday in the PD Society Circle. Where does barrenness come from, and why does it stay so long? Single and Ready series, let's talk about you. Are you ready for that marriage? Are you ready? You haven't dated in a while. I know you had a lot of false starts with your kingdom spouse, but are you sure that you're ready for a kingdom marriage? Sign up for the Single and Ready series June 22nd. We always have so much fun there. You will not be disappointed. The Lord wanted me to share a word with you today out of the book of Esther. And if you saw our June word, if you saw the June word, comment down below and say #June word. Right, #June word. We talked a lot about Esther. We did, and it was really, really good. So I hope you guys go watch the replay. But in Esther 8, it says, that same day, King Xerxes gave Queen Esther the estate of Haman, the enemy of the Jews, and Mordecai came into the presence of the king, for Esther had told how he was related to her. The king took off his signet ring, which he had reclaimed from Haman, and presented it to Mordecai, and Esther appointed him over Haman's estate. This was after Esther came into her true identity, that her husband knew and saw who she was. So he trusted her enough to give her his estate, to bless Mordecai and give them what they deserve. There comes a season and a time, we talked about this, where you're no longer an orphan, you're no longer barren, you're no longer walking around in a famine. And now you see the favor from her husband came onto her because she was walking in her true identity, which allowed him to walk in his identity as a protector, as a provider, as a leader. And this is actually where your spouse wants to be. Your spouse needs to know what Haman has been up to. Your spouse needs to know that his friends are haters. Your spouse needs to know that his sister tried to hook him up with that woman to knock you out of the way. Your spouse need to know who the Hamans are, or who the Hamans were. And it was when Ruth stepped in her true identity that she was able to receive and gain his favor. That's why there's no need for you to be out here searching and looking let God bring it together like he did for Esther, because your spouse need to know who the Hamans are. And that's why this month we're talking about celebration, but we're also going to talk a lot about identity, because a lot of your spouses have identity issues. They do not know. They can't identify who is real and who is fake. They can't identify with themselves. They don't feel worthy of you. They can't identify that this person has been hating on you guys' marriage all this time. They have, somebody say, identity issues. Your spouse's identity issues is what is harming the relationship. Your spouse's identity issues is what's holding things up. But it's not that until you, which you've already done through all the work that we've done here at Prophetic Diary, step into your true identity like Esther, that these revelations can really, really start happening. That's why I told so many of you, stay out of your emotions, do this, step away, walk away, cut them off, let them do their thing, because it's not until they see you and your true identity that they can reign in theirs. It's not until they can identify that you are their wife because you're looking like a wife. A lot of us, thank God for the Single and Ready series, we had to get ready and stop doing some things so that we can look like a wife and look like their wife, that they can see clearly and have something to fight for and have something to work for. But your spouse's identity issues, now that you're in your true identity, they're going to be able to see right through it. They're going to be able to identify the Hamans. They're going to identify the Mordecais, the friends that they do need, the friends that are valuable. And just like we just read, they're going to put that signet ring on the Mordecais. They're going to befriend the right ones and walk in a path that is godly, in a path that is, fitting for them, opposed to where their old identity issues, where they thought they was this or had to be that, kept them. So I hope that this word bless you in some type of way. Listen to it again if you need to really hear what I'm saying. But I'm excited because God vindicated Xerxes by getting rid of Haman. And now he's going to vindicate you by getting rid of the Hamans and you and your husband, your spouses, your wife, lives. In Jesus' name. If you feel led to sow into this word, #goodbye identity issues. I love you, family.
One love.